the meeting today, so. We're gonna conduct the monthly meeting for the Neighborhood Improvement Committee, and let the record show we're gonna start at 8:31.
8:38, right?
Yeah, it's 38, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, we have
And
an extra copy of
the secretary, will you call?
Yes.
Gloria?
Felicia Salazar. Present. Helen Roldan. Present. Isabella Cruz present. Javier Ley Soto. Vice Chairperson Jesus Mendoza.
Present.
John Estrella.
Present.
Juan Estrada. Mario Pineda. Chairperson Rudy Juliet. We have quorum.
Perfect. So, order of business, deferrals, deletion.
I wanted to add one item,
Sure.
that the ticket,
New business.
yeah, new business. Florida friendly fertilizer ordinance.
What was that again?
Florida friendly fertilizer ordinance.
Oh. I have,
You have a piece for that?
I have, in my topic of lake awareness, it talks about the ordinance about.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, if you don't cover it, we'll go ahead and,
yeah. Okay.
Public comments. You don't have any? Public comments.
do we have to vote on that or no? Adding,
For adding this.
Oh, sorry.
I'll second the motion, not sure you made the motion.
Okay, so I have the motion and have you second.
Call the vote.
Huh?
Call the vote.
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
All against? All in favor? Motion passes. Any other deferrals, deletions, revisions?
No, actually, I was gonna talk about that.
Okay, we'll look at it if it's there's something that we can solve. Okay, so so item number 5, approval of the meetings, the minutes for last meeting, if you had a chance to review it.
Wait, so second? A second, great,
Good.
thank you.
And it's just seconds, sir. Approved. You need to board on that too. And it's all in favor?
Aye.
And I abstain. I wasn't at the meeting, so.
Same with me.
So Helen and I abstain. Item number 6, town staff updates. You have any? No.
Do we have
No.
anything from the budget that we talked about, the bike rides?
Yes, do you guys have this on here?
I think.
Yeah. Well, you have community bike rates under it, but that's fine. I believe the question last time was.
Here.
I believe the question last time was if you guys wanted to confirm what the amount would be for the bike rides. Well, the bike rides are averaging $2,300. Okay. I guess you could $2,300. So I guess you guys can use that information to determine your community bike rides under new business.
And let the record show that one started during the meeting. Yes.
Thank you. Sorry for being late.
So say that again.
That the community bike rides, the lease cost is averaging $2,300 per bike ride.
And that puts us in 2,300 total for the bike ride or just for these costs?
Per, yeah, that's the only
Yeah,
cost you guys
okay.
have. But yeah, it's per bike ride.
Thank you. Are there other expenses besides that?
No.
That's it?
Yeah, everything else is donated normally. Like if we bring in BICO 305 comes out.
Yeah, but when Bike Trail Web comes out, they do it at no extra cost.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, that they're usually.
Yeah, no. There's no-
And
Unless
even
you
like-
guys are adding anything to it this year, how we've
Well-
normally been doing it, no, there's no cost.
Let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
When we did like the holiday ride last year and before we did those like the little. Light thing that we passed around, how did those come out?
The last two times, we happened to have extra ones from like other events,
Okay,
so there wasn't really cost to it.
yeah, it was just thought that was nice. Okay. Got it. And quick question, do we find out whether or not the 2,300 is going to be similar cost for the police this
Yeah,
year?
yeah, we
Has it
met with
changed?
them, yes, no, so 2,300 is actually a substantial change since the last number that we were working off of, which is like a number that's about 2 years old.
So like 400 or something like that.
I think it was somewhere in the thousands last, like when you guys, the last.
The,
number.
the police.
Because
escort?
you guys had a $6,000 budget,
Right.
which has been the same the last 2 fiscal years. And the 6,000 used to be enough for about 6 bike rides.
Right, that's right, yeah. No problem.
So yes, 2,300 is
So,
a big difference, and I wanna highlight, not just that, we were incorrectly going off of it. This last fiscal year, because for one reason or another, we just hadn't gotten enough to like determining the price. Now that we're closing off the fiscal year and we're looking at the price, it's like, that we're finding out, okay, it's a lot higher. So that, with that said, you guys are technically over budget this year, but that's fine, we'll see how we balance that.
Oh,
Now that we're
sure.
closing them, because it's done already, right? We have to pay them anyways. But going forward, since we start the new fiscal year October 1st. That's something for you guys to keep in mind as you're scheduling the new.
Yeah, to require sufficient funds.
What's the current budget? Right now? 6,000?
I believe it's 6,000, I'll pull it up for you guys. But a reminder that, speaking of budget, you guys requested X amount, I don't remember right now. But the final budget hearing will be this upcoming Tuesday. And that's where you'll know the final for sure, like what the committees are getting.
Okay.
But as of right now, I can tell you what they're working off of, the template that they're working off of is the same. Money as last year. Okay. Okay.
Any other updates? So that was it.
Not specific to you guys, but I'm sure all of you have gotten an email from me in regards to the sponsored volunteer breakfast.
Right.
So I'm just, I guess,
When is that?
reminding you guys, if you guys haven't signed up, it's September 30th. Okay, Saturday.
I signed up, but the date changed, and I can't make the date change.
Yeah,
Who do I tell to take?
I can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
It's Saturday,
September
September 30th.
September 30th.
I won't be able-
September
next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
8:30.
Yes.
Right, so let's move on into our business, item number 8.
That'll be a correction then, just if you look at old business 7A,
Uh-huh.
says that was Estrada La Estrella,
Mm-hmm.
so.
Who's gonna change your name?
39, I had it perfect.
I did one, so.
So with A, C, and B, I've been playing phone tag with my liaison in terms of actually trying to coordinate what we can and cannot do with the county. And I haven't had any fruitful communications with her in the past month. So I'm gonna defer it to the following month to see if I can get some more communications with her. Yes, ma'am.
I was able to attend the FDOT,
Perfect.
days, and I spoke, I'm gonna share. Because I have a lot of information and they told me share with the committee, share with everybody.
It was very informative. And regarding, because I questioned her, because I wanted to present to the constituents and you guys. And I asked her, this lady, her name is Trish Burton, who's the communications manager for the DOT. He said that the timeline for the project at the Palmetto 154 is going to be completed by next fall. And then I asked him about landscape improvement for the other side, for the Palmetto, on 67th Avenue, and 67, and 154. And she told me, actually, she gave a presentation. The district landscape manager, her name is Monica Rodriguez. And I have the contact information if you want it.
Absolutely.
So she will help us, what kind of landscape we can use to do.
Great.
So like I said, I'm gonna send you the link because they gave us the link, actually,
Do they have any specifics on exactly what they're gonna do, or?
if you scan this, you can, I mean, I have more information because they send the video of the whole event. And then you can download the agenda, everything, and each presentation. What's good about each presentation is they all explain the process. Permitting, the
From
landscape.
subjects
We show renderings of what they're doing.
No, but if you ask them, I mean, the good thing about it is everybody will say. So you can, talk them or call somebody and tell them, look, I need information, to get this, and then. Again, they were very helpful and very important. So any other questions, please reach out.
So I have a question for us in terms of when we do get around to actually getting some of this stuff into fruition, hopefully we will, where does the money come from for what we will do with street signs or maybe some surface road signs in terms of budget? Because it sounds like our budget is pretty much accounted for.
Right, so what we do is we make a recommendation to council, and council will have to approve.
They'll allocate it. Okay.
Either that, or you can also. About the grants. The name of the person who grants is Daniel.
And that goes through the town, I believe, so you have to send it to Iowa.
Yeah.
She
Right, and
sends
then
it
she'll-
to our grant writer and makes me like how they apply and they have to get them to do it. Am I right? Yeah, we have our own internal grants person that can help, and in the past. I don't think it's happened maybe in the last year. But usually when there's any recommendations, even if the committee isn't necessarily looking at. A certain project, but something goes, that she touches. Some information that may be useful. That may be related to a neighborhood improvement project that you guys would possibly care to take on because it relates to your resolution. She'll bring it up through me, and then I would share it with you guys in case it's something that interests you guys. Even if it is, I'm just like letting you know, because I don't think you've been around when she's done it. She'll usually let me know, hey, there's so and so grant that may interest neighborhood improvement, and then I would bring it to you guys.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, I shared the link with Gina in Boston. And she was gonna share with the staff, so hopefully everybody got the information. Plus, I need to let you know once and forward to them.
Thank you for the solution.
Yeah, no, I was happy to be there, and I was,
And this, Felicia, is for both 154th and 67, right?
yeah, I asked them specifically for those two locations. Palmetto 154. Palmetto
67.
Actually, the one for Palmetto and 154. The completion is gonna be next fall. The Palmetto 67. I don't know what it is, but I don't know.
No, absolutely not. Thank you very much.
So on the next, so items A, B, and C, you're deferring.
Yes.
And then the next one is item D, lake awareness and how to protect the waterways.
Okay.
Felicia.
I was able to download some information regarding the ordinance. I could not find the ordinance particularly, but I found through Unicode, which is the code that they have for everything. It's a very lengthy document, but, it's called the Florida Friendly Fertilizer Use of Urban Landscape. And it's run by the Green Initiative, for the city of Miami. And in it, and I highlighted it, I can again send this to you. It talks about the different type of fertilizers that can be used, and it also includes in that package management of grass clippings and vegetative material. So it says it there that no grass clippings, vegetative material, or vegetative debris, either intentional or accidental, be washed, swept, or blown into stormwater drains, ditches, conveyance, water bodies, wetlands, sidewalks, or roads. So it is there, and I said, I can, this is very lengthy to read.
That's the town's ordinance?
This is City of Miami.
Okay, so they have.
Our landscape ordinance is, we probably know it for us. Is it 90.1, which is also something that they have. And this one talks about it. This is ordinance 23-309, and it talks about, debris, but it doesn't talk specifically about the grass clipping, so we can request,
That's the town soil,
this is the ordinance
23, 309.
309, and it talks about the different storm sewer systems of water quality. This is the, but it doesn't talk about illicit discharges here.
Hello, this is tie into what you were talking about a few months ago with University of Florida and what?
It's related but separate, so it sounds like Felicia's talking about amending the ordinance, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're adding, or either adding or, adding that specific topic.
Waterways.
to the waterways. And also, I noticed in the website, in the Green Initiative, or I think it was CMA, because I was looking at different ones, they were talking about the 9 principles.
Yeah,
So that's something that we can adapt. I know you brought it up
Mhm.
before.
yeah,
And maybe we can add it to the ordinance to include that in the landscape ordinance for the town. I'm sure that I had it. Oh, here it is. The one I knew I had it. The landscape requirements. And then it says, talk about pages and so forth. But this is something that we can include in the landscape requirements.
what exactly are we trying to include?
So you weren't here at the last meeting, but the idea was to answering the question. Is basically have something in the town. I think we talked about it. Those are the lower regulations, lower regulations,
Like the ground.
and basically. Starting the minutes, because I was reading the minutes. Okay. I think it was here.
It's a new business G.
New business.
Yeah.
Oh, how to protect our waterway. And these law regulations to be researched by police and say we'll follow up. Okay. So basically what they're saying is that no, like it mentions here, is they do not want people to blow clippings or anything into the waterways, the stormwater.
The drainage.
And that's City of Miami.
City of
City of
Miami,
Miami
because
has it
that's
right.
what Mario said, look, because Miami had one. And this is the latest, this is dated August 21st, 2023, so it's the latest information. And it talks about fertilizers, not to
So
say, it has a lot of.
so you're recommending for us to adopt the ones that the city of Miami has?
We can review it and then just basically you know, what.
What was our version of it?
Add it- We can add it to our landscape requirement.
Yeah, because I don't know what the city of Miami requires versus what we require. So
Yeah.
like I'd like.
So, you know, normally we follow the Dade County landscape ordinance. And, but I think, let's see, like it says here, all development within the town shall comply with chapter 18A of the Miami-Dade County Code of Ordinance regarding, you know, landscaping.
So Felicia, could you send us the ordinance for Miami Lakes and City of Miami and maybe highlight if you can, like some key sections that are missing from each? Thank you.
I think it was, I would have.
I think.
Yeah,
Send it to,
You know, if you wanna give it to me right now, I'll scan it with my phone. and I'll
Please,
send it
yeah,
to you.
that way we can
We
kind
could
of.
probably understand.
And then I found.
I do want, I want to make one comment. There is a moratorium in the state of Florida right now where we cannot add a fertilizer ordinance. So there's a 1-year moratorium starting in June of this year until next year. We can't add anything regarding fertilizer, but we can do other things. Like
Yeah,
the
that's-
tree
that's
clearing, we can
addressed
do.
where
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
I also found this ordinance, because I was trying to find the ordinance from Miami, but it's hidden somewhere. And I called the lady and she never got back to me. This is from the city of Tampa. It says amending city of Tampa Code of Ordinance chapter 21 regulating the use of sale of fertilizers containing nitrogen and or phosphorus within the city of Tampa. So that has become a very sensitive issue when it talks about, again, fertilizers. So you can also use the consent if you wanted.
Also, though, the county passed it, so technically under the county, it covers us also. So technically, we do have a ban on fertilizer during the rainy season.
Yes.
We just can't have like a specific one in Miami Lakes, but technically we're under the county. But I don't think people know about it.
No,
Yeah.
no, and I think people don't know about it. The landscape, service people don't know about it.
Mhm.
And according, I know pretty much was talking to me one time that every time, and that's required, I don't know where, I have to do something for that. That every time the landscape service uses the lawnmower, they're supposed to clean the blades in case, you know,
contamination.
there's contamination in the grass, so when they go to the next house, they bring in the,
Mhm.
That's an ordinance. you said?
Yeah.
there's,
Yeah.
I don't think it's an ordinance itself, but for some, you know, or best practice, we call
Best
it,
practice.
is to not thread like some grasses, you know, beneath it. This is so you go to the next house and this one is fine, but then you bring it and you spread everything. And then, so, yeah, there's a lot of information out there, like I said. What I gave you plus all of this, it's just a lot of, this is basically, I think, yes, it's the town, yeah, that's the town.
The county's ordinance on fertilizer is 18C, chapter 18C.
Mhm. Yeah, and so that's from May 15th to October 31st every year.
Yeah, that's mentioned also in the manual one. So I guess they follow the same.
Something that Northway Village did when they passed the ordinance before the county did. When they passed it, they realized that a lot of the landscapers didn't speak English, so they were passing out flyers like saying like, this is what you need to do, this is how to follow, and then like
Mhm.
the landscapers didn't. We're like, okay. Like, so maybe that's something that if we wanted to educate people, maybe we can work on making a flyer, and I don't know if that's the most
One
effective
side
way,
is
but.
Spanish and one side. Okay, go where is it?
Mhm.
Yes, and
Yeah, do we need to, landscapers need to get licensed for in the town?
Oh, in the town, I don't know, actually.
Yeah,
and.
because then that would be a point of contact, is finding, getting that list, and then we could get it all to those owners.
Right.
At least it's just a start.
Right.
I might not get everybody, but
Mhm.
And also
Like
last,
a BTR or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, if maybe if. I guess that would be if they're licensed within the town, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
because that, it's a standing point where we can get a list of all of them. So
Yeah.
that way information can get out to them a lot easier
Yeah.
if we're gonna go that route.
So it's,
I like
if
that.
they're, the question is if they have to be licensed specifically from the town.
yeah, or if we can at least, maybe maybe not everyone has to, but if we can get a list of the businesses that are licensed in Miami Lakes.
What I'm gonna do is I'll put you in an email, like I'll copy you.
Yeah.
Just in case there's any details you can.
Okay. I think she has more details.
Are you, okay, yeah, do you
I'm
mind?
good
if I
with
put you
that,
in?
yeah.
Lastly, I remember
No.
that you added in the comments.
That'd be something good to share with the,
With the attorney?
with the HOAs.
Oh,
Because they, a lot of them need their
Lastly, I
own
remember,
contact to the.
That's
district
true.
first, Yeah.
yeah, and they use the same ones, right? I always will use the same company.
A couple of them, it depends.
Thanks for.
There's a couple of big ones in there in Miami Lakes, and then there's a bunch of small.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. I mean, how's our HOA was looking?
We have a meeting with them, right?
Yeah, coming up, yeah.
Okay, maybe we bring it up then.
Yeah,
Has the meeting been set?
it has not. That was on our to-do for today.
Oh, that's like really soon.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
and lastly, I'd like to mention that, I think it was at the last meeting, I shared with you the link to, Lake Watch website for the University of Florida. IFIS or IFIS, whatever.
ISIS.
IFIS. And I was thinking, because one of the questions was to, ideas on how to educate people on this, and that link, basically, I was thinking of adding the link to the town website somehow, either through our committee or somewhere, and create like a little link. Calling it green initiatives or whatever, I used to have that years ago, and they took it down. Going green or whatever. Have that link, in the link there's a lot of information, there's educational programs, resources, flyers, little handouts. This is something that we may want to discuss, it's called Florida Lake Regions Classifications. And it's very informative, I think it will be something that we can share with either the HOAs through our website or share with them and basically. It's a lot of information out there that we can share.
How do we add, links to our site and our town? Because we only have like 3 active links,
You guys can
Okay.
share them with me and I can share with the rest of the communications team and they'll vet it and see if it's something we can add, but right now we're not adding anything specifically because we're in the process of switching the website. It's a little delayed, it was supposed to be ready by now, but because we're in that process of changing things anyways, we would probably not even add it right now.
Well, we
But you
add
can
it
start
to the
sending
new
them.
one, right?
Yeah, you can start sending them to me.
Can we make a motion to request that the town provide, not to the committee, but something to educate the residents about, the lake awareness, or call it green initiatives, and then from there we can add lake awareness and so forth, the ordinances, so people can just, instead of searching, like I was looking for so much stuff, they can just go to one link and then everything is there for them to research it.
Yeah, so if there's any link specifically that you kind of want that would have those practices that you're talking about, you guys can share that with me. And what we can do is like, our public safety committee is doing it. We're launching kind of, I guess, yeah, their public service announcements to the town, to the residents. And we're just doing like, well, they invested money into a short video. That's an option as well for you guys, if you guys want to go that route. But if there's any general like Instagram page or website that already has them that we could just simply repost, that's at no cost to you, you can let us know and we can try to work off of that as well.
I mean, I like the stuff that IFIS produces. I think they're super reputable.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
And we can
But
also add the 9 friendly principles.
Mhm. but maybe I think it would be nice for us to review some of the,
Yeah, before it gets.
yeah.
Publish it, right?
Do we know what the template's gonna be for the new website, like how our landing pages are gonna look like, so we know?
I don't have that info for you, but I'm sure my colleagues do. If you want, I can connect you with them, because they're more informed as to what those details are. So if you want, I can put you in an email with them and they can guide you as to whatever questions specifically you're looking for.
Yeah, that way we can. see
Can
what
we
is
add
in
it so that will be an
No, we
update that
haven't-
you share with us
Yeah.
next meeting?
Yeah, the next
Hold
meeting.
on, I did it. Give me a second. So that I don't miss.
template
So
for
I'm,
the landing page for that.
Right.
Yeah, so we know what we're working with and like what we can possibly, like the information we can probably add to it without it being too overwhelming, right?
Yeah, we can, I don't know, we want to call it or.
okay, and then, I'm sorry, you mentioned something?
It's the same thing.
Okay, okay.
So if we can have an update from our next meeting
Okay.
from the staff, like.
Any questions?
So move on, anybody's ready to move to new business? So the items A, B, and C were brought up by he's not here today, so do you want to open them for discussion?
Is there, Al, do we have any updates on the verification content?
Yeah, so I believe I shared with you guys a final email stating that there was no additional, applications received from that short window that you guys extended it for, so really you guys just have to make a decision as to who the winner is.
And there was three
That's all.
total?
Yeah.
Three total.
Did you send us the pictures?
She sent them to
Yeah.
us in an email.
I was, sorry.
Did we explore just dividing the whole,
I'm sorry?
did we explore just dividing it amongst the three applicants? No,
No, you guys haven't talked about that yet,
no, I thought we had-
but I guess this would be the time to do so.
So that's on the table right now, right? You want to talk about
Okay.
that?
So how much was the gift card for the winner?
Um,
500.
Where is this birthday?
1,500?
No, $750 and a commemorative lawn sign.
Well, we can give the sign to the winner and then
So
250 per
if
applicant.
if you use your phone and you look NIC Beautification Contest 2023, that's the email I'll send with the three submissions.
It was on March 8th.
If you give me a couple minutes, I can put it up on the screen.
That would be great.
Perfect, thank you.
It's gonna take me a couple of minutes, so I don't know if you guys want to move on to the other item and then come back.
I think the next one you probably have to help us do, community bike ride.
Actually, I'll do that in the meantime, but, so with the amount, the new amount, that really brings down your bike rates to about 30
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Instead of how many?
instead of 6.
So
Wow.
what because what my thought is when you said those amounts, it's probably doing it every other month instead of every month.
Yeah. And again, we just spoke with police yesterday, so that's the amount that you guys can gauge it off of. That's a safe number. I know 20, even at 2,300, that's not enough for 6. It's not enough for 3. But if we're a little bit over, they said they'll,
They'll work, make it
yeah,
work.
they'll make it work. So 3 is really the number you'd be looking
I'm hearing
at. And based on, they're the ones that obviously go on for the ride. They mentioned that there was some rides last year that were like, some were good and some were not. It was like half and half. So I think maybe even spacing it out would probably help you guys in terms of
And
potential.
we just had that bike ride, the culinary one in September, so we're gonna do it every 2 months.
We didn't have any on the
January,
calendar, right?
January was really cold, or February.
Did we have any already set? in
No,
stone?
no, right now
This
for the
is
new
what-
year, you don't have it.
Okay.
So we've started them, we're this September normally, but we just had the culinary.
It would normally start in October
Yeah.
October.
because the culinary is usually in September, so we don't go into October.
Do we want to skip October?
I'm
So
fine.
my thought is thinking probably doing December, February, because remember, when you end up, if we're gonna do it in December and November, you get into Thanksgiving. Then are you gonna do a Thanksgiving one? The holiday one is always generally a pretty good and well attended one in December. We do like December, February and April.
December, February, April.
Those are
Is
three.
April, is that like rainy? Not yet?
It's
Almost.
May 15th is the start of rainy season, so
Okay.
that'd be the cutoff.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
so what do you say, November?
12 to
Between
24.
December,
December.
February and April, at least with the months, and then date wise.
Yes.
Do we have?
Is there, December,
Or try to first get dates.
the town also, the town does the run, right, in December?
The reindeer one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Do we have a date yet for that?
December. is
Saturday,
4 months.
December 9th.
December 9th, so just so we keep that in
We
mind.
did ours, I think, like December 16th around that time last year. Like, almost like right before people
Okay.
went off to
If
vacation.
you guys want, you can give me the months and then I can base it off of. What you
Okay.
don't wanna do is also, yeah, like if there's already another event,
Mhm.
you probably don't wanna do it then.
Right, that's what I wanna
Yeah.
make sure we don't.
And I guess what you would have to tell me as well is if you're looking at morning or night, depending on the month, I guess.
Mhm.
December would be the night one. 'cause it's the
Yeah,
light
I don't,
one.
you don't know. We
Yeah,
do
and that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Everybody
so
decorated and
I will
lights.
give you that. Could you look up the town
Yeah.
calendars and suggest a few dates for us?
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Do we wanna
December,
like have, I'll just pick the date.
I trust you.
Yeah,
Well, you have the 16th. That
So
month, you said the 9th is already in the.
yeah.
yes,
So
Yeah,
the
so-
16th, no, you have the 16th, then you have the 23rd, which is.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
December, I'll-
30th, but a lot of people keep it out.
we
So it has to
can
be-
have it sooner than December 16th.
Well, the 9th thing
They
is,
have an event.
unless we do it on the 2nd.
I think the second would probably be
Too
more
soon.
ideal.
I think it might be too early.
Yeah,
than-
It's not Christmas.
people
time.
usually decorate the
The week
weekend of
after
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, so.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
would
put
say
my
it's
Christmas lights up on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that-
15th, I
My
think.
my family is always late.
I just won't be able to make this.
You can't make it on this.
They're not late, they're early for the next year.
I mean, if you can check both dates and then whichever one,
So-
honestly, whichever
so
one.
December 2nd or 16th at night.
Yes, second
Or
or
kickoff.
16.
That would be the first one of the
That would be the
season.
kickoff, right? February.
We usually do kind of a Valentine's Day, right?
Oh,
Last year
yeah.
was Super Bowl, I think, this year.
Yeah,
December.
10th, which is the day before Super Bowl, yeah. 17th is President's Day weekend.
We don't want to do it there. We're on the phone. Had to move a whole event without weekend. All my helpers were gone.
You're what?
My helpers for an event on the 17th were gone. They're just on vacation, so,
For the 24th.
yeah. So it's really.
So if we do it on the 24th, we can do the Valentine's Day.
No, that's-
Whatever happens in February. I think we-
That President's Day.
I think 10th is probably the
What?
one. The 10th to do it, maybe a sports team for or no, Valentine's Day. Yeah,
Everyone good with
February
time?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a morning one.
Yes.
And then April, we can either have,
December.
Day or.
February is the morning.
Yes.
In the morning.
On the 10th. you're looking at?
And
That's good.
April is a morning too? Or? No.
We can do Mardi Gras, because it's a weekend before.
Oh,
That'd be
fun. Should that be a night one?
Yeah,
That could be cool,
let's do
like
it.
parade.
When would that be?
Oh, I like that.
The 10th,
The 10th?
no, the 13th is a Tuesday.
No,
So-
for April.
April.
Oh, no, we're
Or
looking at
February.
February. We're talking February.
Oh,
Oh, I thought
we went back to.
Oh, I thought we just.
Yeah, just saying for the 9th.
Oh, gotcha.
So not Valentine's, we'll change it up this year.
Yeah.
Valentine's, that's one.
Oh, wow.
So February, we're gonna do Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah, so December
A
holiday.
parade, it's a parade. for me.
Yeah. At night, I love it. Yeah.
Okay,
So evening as well,
yes.
Put on it. So February is,
Mardi Gras
The
theme.
10th,
February 10th evening.
At night,
Party.
it's the night.
yeah.
just do 2 extra.
Wait, that's a great idea. I love it.
Mhm.
Changing
Is,
it.
in April,
Oh,
it's night or morning?
It would have to be morning, we gotta put one morning in there.
Yeah. Yeah, for the kids.
April morning. And that one is theme.
Flower power.
Spring. I think that one,
Well, you brought that up last year as well.
Yeah,
how did that one go? Because I wasn't able to go. That was the one where the farmers. market.
It was, that one
No,
was
but-
fun, cute, and she was dressed up. I don't know.
It was okay.
It was
good.
okay. Some people dressed up in flowers. It
Yeah.
wasn't like over the top or anything.
Yeah,
Maybe we could make it like,
I like flowers.
more,
Spring.
like market it up a little bit more, like 50 years. I don't know.
Spring flower power. Flower power. I don't know. Flower.
We can also TBD.
Yeah, I think the theme could be TBD.
Well, it can't be Easter weekend.
It's National Autism Acceptance Month.
Autism, maybe we can partner with,
Special needs.
the special needs advisory board if they're interested.
And it's World Health Day is that month.
I
too.
can tell.
That would be kind of nice, actually.
Yes.
Maybe they can help us with funding.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because, I mean, listen, the gala this week, they're gonna raise money.
What date are we looking?
Not that I'm
at?
trying.
April what?
Or what?
So not April 6th, right? That's Easter weekend
No, Easter
that's the-
weekend is
that's the
March
weekend.
31st.
April 6th is the weekend after.
after, okay.
But I actually think that would be really nice. To
When is
collaborate.
autism awareness? There's a whole day. World Autism Awareness Day is April 2nd.
And then it's also the month, right?
Yes, for national, it's awareness month.
Mhm. Yeah,
We can do it
Every-
anytime we need.
and then people light it up blue on the 2nd.
I love that, and that's an easy thing too. like,
We can
people-
ask people to wear blue.
Yeah, and it'll be super inclusive, I love it.
Okay, so what date?
13th,
6th of there.
13th, the 6th of.
When is the town's Easter thing, Bree?
Yeah, I don't know. So
It'd be the week before.
I'm
Would've
just
been
take
March.
these recommendations, but I have to check against the other committees to make sure. So let me make sure I have it right. December 2nd or the 16th,
Right.
Christmas holiday lights
Mhm.
evening.
Yes,
February 10th, Mardi Gras evening.
correct.
And April 2nd, Autism Awareness Month.
Did we say
No.
2nd or
No, the-
13th?
Oh,
It's the 6th, that's 13th.
6 or 13.
Okay.
The second is a
6th
Tuesday,
Or the 13th.
and that'd be it.
And that's a
Morning.
morning. Autism Awareness Month, people wear blue, and then you guys want to partner with special needs.
So we're gonna do autism for the April one.
So do we need a motion for that? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
motion, I guess I'll motion to
I'll second.
approve what we just.
The 3 days
Proposed site-
with the 3 things.
With three
So
things,
Helen makes the motion, who seconds?
3 times, and have I'll reach out to the special needs advisory board to see if they're interested in partnering with us.
Okay, you second, got it.
I like it. I like things.
Wait, go ahead.
It's good. I love it.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Okay, all
I
right.
love blue. I wear blue all the time.
Great.
And there,
We're ready?
you guys wanna go back to this? Yeah.
Yep.
So this is the first one.
So we're gonna vote on it.
Oh, yeah, we need a.
Yes, we have. to.
All right, let's see.
Wait, hold on.
All in favor?
No, we need to vote.
Oh,
All in favor?
Aye.
All eyes have it.
do you share the screen with the live stream also? So
Yeah, I just
Oh.
did.
that's cool.
Yeah, so this is the first one.
Could you go back to what they did?
This,
No, their
Before.
description,
Yeah.
their
Look
description.
at the pictures before and after.
Wait, before we look at that, like, it
oh,
says
this.
what they did, so
Briefly describe it.
they briefly described driveway expanded, and I can't see that. but-
I'll read it.
Changed asphalt to Chicago bricks, removed decorative wall of rocks on house. Front door expanded from 1 door to double door, wood siding removed and replaced with stucco, painted. And removed jungled landscape and replaced with flowery and beautiful shrubs. Sprinklers added and eve lighting, hi-hats installed also, white aluminum fence installed around property. And changed the mailbox and all lights outside, added illuminated house number.
So before,
This is the before.
Ever before?
Yeah.
Looks nice.
And this is the after.
Let me see before.
That's the first one, right?
Yes,
Before. What does it
Yeah.
look like?
Okay,
Oh, I can see the
All right.
different pavers.
you see the
There's,
house.
yeah.
Yeah, tidier.
Everything got lowered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chicago bricks makes it look nice.
Yeah,
Before they had like concrete
Mhm.
leading up
Go
to
back,
the
go
front
back to the before.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Um,
just a quick question, my recollection, because we started this so long ago, was to Was it to like add plants that were native and would help with like water? Was that?
I don't think you guys went into those details for
Okay.
you kind of left it, I believe
We left the
you
bait.
kind of as
Okay.
however you did it the previous years, and it was this. So these are the requirements.
Cool,
just so you
thank you. Okay, general appearance, make public review. Okay, thank you.
Next one.
Yes.
And anybody need to see these again?
No.
No, but
Check.
you should have pressed your computer.
Did,
Yes,
does code, did code already check that out by any chance, or is that done after? Okay.
We can talk. But
It'll help
I can
find-
go on.
I think that was the term from.
I think this is a typo, right?
Yeah.
Which one?
Why I
Before
want
and
certain
after?
people to not.
You're looking at the second one?
The one we just saw was the first.
Right. yeah.
This is the second one now.
Okay, so that's what-
Okay, let's go to the description. Removed overgrown bushes, small trees, weeds, roots, dead palms, and dead red rose bush. Replaced with pesticide-free recycled mulch, water-friendly plants, fixed sprinklers, planted new sod, upgraded landscape. And there's,
So this is the before. And this is the after.
Whoa.
you should-
See. Is it before again?
Yeah, this is the before. And this is the after.
No,
And I believe there's another one. This is the after.
no.
Oh, I see, oh, what, so,
Yeah, so this is after,
they just removed.
this is
a-
after, and this is before.
Yeah,
Right,
so you
so-
see more of the house. again.
Yeah.
yeah, and then the
Okay.
landscape is too small on the after picture to see it. The other
Yeah,
picture.
but anyone.
Yeah.
The next one.
They
shows-
touched on it a lot.
Oh,
it shows-
here's one.
Yeah, there's like
Sorry.
6 pictures, I think.
No, that's it. It's not-
That was it?
It's not scrolling.
Oh, because I saw
So
3
this is
attachments.
after, after, after,
No, that's, yeah.
and this is
The
before.
before looks massive. They cut down a tree.
I love this.
The before only needed trimming.
I think they're all beautiful.
That looks nice. They like the clean aesthetic one.
Yeah. they cut it.
You did a Nice job.
All right.
Okay.
Third,
Okay. Third one.
And then the third one. Is this one.
So then automatically this number one.
All right, so we're number 3.
Brand new landscaping that makes our home really stand out.
All right,
That's,
let's see.
can't wait to see.
So this is before. And this is after,
beautiful,
Beautiful.
and
gorgeous.
this is after as well.
Nice. All right.
So
The home
after,
doesn't really. stand out.
after,
Before the-
before.
No,
All right.
It's between
Oh,
one and
too.
three.
I
Want to
agree.
take it for a vote?
Yes.
Can we look at one again?
Yeah, so this is number 3, guys.
Go back. to this
Before,
real quick.
after, after.
They also painted the house.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to number 1 now.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm between number 1 and number 3.
Yeah, between one and two. Definitely.
All right, so this is number 1 again. This is the
Before.
before. This is the after.
Like number three.
Wow, this is hard for me.
I mean, it's-
I'll make it a little bit.
If you guys want, I'm interested in making a motion that we give a 500 and a 250. We're able to split it.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, which one?
I
takes
would be
the-
okay with that if we hadn't advertised. a separate
Yeah,
card
yeah.
I
for
was
the
gonna
other
tell you to keep
card.
that in mind.
Yeah, because I would be super upset if I didn't get the one you want.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
We're changing the.
Unless we have
Unless
some
we didn't
extra
win.
money in our
Next year.
budget
Which we
to
don't.
get like a. Which we don't.
From lowering it to 3, do we have any extra money or no? To bring back there?
Can we squeeze some?
I don't know
dollars?
what, I have to look at what your budget was this year.
I think number 3.
Probably
did a
not.
little bit
Number
more.
three, probably
We
not.
did.
I say number
We
one.
take it for a vote.
One and three. let's do
Yeah,
that.
I think let's,
Let's-
what do we have?
Three.
All right.
Why would it
I
be three
think-
again?
All
Okay,
right, so we're gonna take a vote.
Okay.
As to for each of the ones, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can vote once, right?
Yeah.
You get one vote.
One vote, okay.
You can say, you can just first, second, and third place. And then-
No, I think we
house
just.
one,
Yeah, let's,
two,
yeah, let's just get.
Say one,
Yeah.
yeah, easier to take.
and you can only.
Like
pick one.
everybody just pick one or.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So-
Unless anyone
Sure,
else.
Okay, can
So all that's
wait,
it.
can I see number
Can you
three?
show
No.
number 3 again?
Yes,
So we're
Who's
only,
number 3?
we're only picking one house. right?
Hold on,
Right.
then there'll be a vote.
This is number one.
He wanted to see three.
So this is number one, before, after, and now number three. Is. So this is number three,
So, yeah, so that's
Before?
before.
after.
Wow.
I'll go with number three.
All right. All in favor for one, please raise your hands. For votes. All in favor for two?
Sorry.
All right, and three? All right, 3 wins.
Congratulations.
Five.
So what's the vote count? 4 out of 2.
So it was 2 and 5.
2 and 5.
How's your household?
No.
No members cannot complain.
I do like both though.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, they're
both
both
kinda
good.
nice.
Yeah,
I love the tailor.
Yeah, the paper.
I'll mention number 1.
The original landscaping on the first one.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah.
but it looked nice with the papers. So we got here.
You're not.
Oh, absolutely right.
This one has a variety of plants, different colors.
And they're really tropical and native.
I think the curve appeal of number 3 changed.
Yeah.
I agree. The curve goes up.
Yeah, a couple of palms.
Yeah, that was like a money launch.
No, the number 3 had nothing. There's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Number 1 had a lot of money, the cheapest one.
So I'll alert the winner.
Great, thank you.
You know, we could post it on the social media.
We'll see if we can coordinate with them to,
Yeah, because
their
it kind of,
pictures.
Yeah.
because that kind of really, when people start seeing that, then they'll, some people get interested in doing it for next time around.
Do you guys actually, sorry,
Oh, and are you also gonna let the people that didn't win know that we were really impressed with their
Sure.
homes? Thank you for,
Just-
trying. It was a really.
It was a
difficult
hard decision.
but.
Or they could always just come and watch the live stream.
do you guys have an idea of when you'll launch this again? Because maybe that's like something we can add for the announcement once we post it.
So
You know, like, does it look out
the
for competition?
When was
So
this one
50.
open?
Thank you.
So, like 750.
It might have been January.
Or beginning of.
The deadline
The
was
deadline
March
was
6th,
February.
and we extended it.
Question, is it 750 gift card?
Yeah.
Yes, to Home Depot.
It's 750 to Home Depot.
Yeah, we do it now when we're announcing it, and then probably towards the beginning of the year,
Mhm.
when we kick it off again, do it again for the spring.
So we'll tell them that we'll
Announce
look
in
out
spring.
for it again in the spring.
Yeah.
Thank you. all.
You said something about a lawn sign?
It said it on there. It said, winners will receive a 750 gift card from Home Depot and a commemorative lawn sign. I don't know where the lawn sign is. I've never seen it, but
So something that was like.
winner
I
of.
ordered one, but the thing is, I don't know if you guys have budget for it. So,
We have
Okay,
to
I'll look
check
into it.
what we had before, because I know if you look at old pictures. People getting the award.
That'll be like around, I don't know, $200 or so.
A lawn
Do a
sign?
lawn sign?
Yeah, at the most, like.
No, I don't think so. I think
You
you're
do
the-
just like one of those like politicians, like. the
Yeah,
political-
Yeah.
Proclamation.
That's gonna be like probably 75. I'm
Proclamation.
it's a big estimate. I don't know what inflation is, but
It's a big estimate, those signs are like $1 to mass produce.
well, I don't know, Minuteman charges like 75 for sure.
Yeah.
We can say winner of
Well,
the.
we can check some options.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Custom made.
And maybe we can go to the councilmen to get out of their budget to do a
Yeah.
sign to be able,
Yeah, you guys can talk. to
Your sign.
no problem doing that.
If we save money
does
with
it
our.
for $5.
Your
You know
job.
what? If we don't have budget for it, I will pay for the lot sign, like, that's fine.
No, they do
Can,
not.
Yeah, Staples has it for $5.
She's here doing it for 200.
Yes,
I've had these before, like they're.
That's fine, they're not good.
I had
Maybe
it
like
for
a dollar.
$1.50.
Dude, I used to pay like $1.50, like $2.
We were getting chips.
You were.
Oh my
You
god.
pay $200.
They're.
Yeah, I work for it.
You have to Sign it, but that's fine.
Oh, what? I think it was closer to 70 something, but what?
Absolutely not for a piece of paper. No.
Yeah, we can have the going beautiful.
Yeah, so- Yeah.
So we can check with, Vita Custom Designs and your Vita, because a lot to the town and for the business to see. Yeah,
I'm putting up your budget to see what it is.
yeah,
And actually, Deborah.
it's a great guy, and you do, I mean, when we do the car show, that's all of our.
Yeah.
The only thing is that
Yeah, it's pretty good.
the fiscal year ends in 10 days. So wherever we order from, the order has to be placed before then and it has to be received. Before and then.
Does it have to be received?
Probably won't.
They can't, you guys don't do,
Something that's.
certified board.
We're hoping a local business.
But I have a memo from the
Certified.
finance director saying.
Normally, yeah, I don't know how the town does it, but the other entities, what they'll do is they'll certify for it, it means that it's at least been placed.
Yeah.
And they're pending receipt, and you have to receive it usually within a month of the closing of the fiscal year. Wouldn't feel.
I know I have a memo.
Yeah,
stating that I need to have.
Vita.
Oh, of course. That's what finance, because people take it.
Yeah, they don't.
But worst comes to worst, if this is like $5. Problem.
You call us out, if it can't be done, we will
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
collectively figure it out.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine, $1 per week person, all right, we're good.
We've got 2 signs. We can do it in color.
We can do an honorable mention for the second one, but then.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, so,
All right.
Awesome.
so we did A, B, C, oh no,
No, C.
C, we haven't done C, so, committee member applications, I see that we have about 4 openings, right?
Members application.
I have to double check. I don't know what applications are in because applications are sent up to the
Yeah.
clerk's office.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can tell you how many spots are open.
I think there's 4.
Can we table the item?
Well, let's just find out real quick. I mean,
We were supposed to have an update on
And
this.
anyone interested could apply, or it has to be sponsored by the council?
So
Usually it has to be.
there was some confusion around this. You guys don't have to vet the applications. It's just, you wanna see them, obviously it's public record and I can send them to you guys. But that's usually an appointment done, I mean,
Right.
it is an appointment done by the council members. The only thing, I know that the only requirement
it's a-
for new committee members is they have to attend at least one meeting
before they get.
before they get approved to be part of the committee.
Okay,
I cannot tell you your openings right now, but I can send you guys an email letting you know how many. openings you have.
Okay. Sounds good.
so we're part of the welcoming committee. We don't choose them, but we welcome.
Yeah.
We don't like it, we just make it up.
Okay, and then, anything else on this, or is it?
Did you have
The
any-
Florida Friendly
Announcements?
Fertilizer.
Yeah, it's B, but before we move to B, we're good with the commission.
I don't know if you guys want to, I know you, I think it was you that had brought it up, the Dreaming Green thing, Rudy mentioned it at the report to council, he did on behalf of you guys.
He
And it
mentioned,
sounded like it was a future project, so I'm just bringing that up in case you guys are gonna work on it, I would suggest you get on it now, since we're going into the new fiscal year.
What's that?
Dream and Green, it's a free workshop, correct?
I worked for them externally and I know there was a cost to it, but I think it's usually fronted by the, like,
The committee, okay.
or the municipality somehow pays for it, I don't know.
Okay, I think-
Committees or boards or.
I know, him and I spoke of, like, right before that meeting, he asked to get information on Florida Friendly Fertilizer, like what we had already discussed. We didn't talk about Dream and Green though, but.
Cause I know
B,
one of the council members at the meeting asked,
That's a no.
so I know that it was part of your
Yeah,
future projects on there.
okay, maybe we can, once we get like a budget, I don't mind looking up Dream and Green.
Okay.
You guys can-
And I also bring it up because I had a resident
Mhm.
approach me a few months back. I
About
was one of
them.
the seniors at the bingo luncheons and they had gone to draw. A lot of the municipalities do it, so they
Yeah.
were asking if we were going to be bringing that. as
I,
well.
I did a workshop with them, they're great, I love. Dream and Green. They're awesome.
Okay, so Helen will do some research on it.
I'll follow up with them.
Or to the committee.
And what about the
Yeah.
UF? That's related. to that.
Yeah, that's what I'll, the next item.
That's the person that I had.
Yeah.
Boston, what?
Custom design.
Okay.
Oh, the-
I think they're done.
Oh, no, wait.
Wait,
I
we
still
still
have
have-
items.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still have
What-
the Florida friendly fertilizer.
Yes. Okay, so we talked about this a few months ago, and so the action item there was me to come back after we spoke with US IFIS. To see if they're able to come to the town. Thankfully, I was able to get in contact with them because I did not have any luck and I think it really made the difference. So thank you so much for that. Basically, they're able to come. They'll do a workshop for residents. It would be free to the town. The workshop would be an hour to discuss the Florida friendly fertilizer ordinance, so the 9 principles, how to be better at our landscape, going over all the different aspects of like a friendly landscape. A lot of the time, we're putting things in the ground that aren't good for the water. Eventually it ends up in the canals and the bay, et cetera, has like an effect. And also like maybe what we're doing is not effective, like people are wasting more water than they need to, et cetera. So the workshop is going to be informative. It's an hour long. They do 10 to 20 minutes of Q&A. They provide workbooks. They do a PowerPoint session, and then they even bring seeds and plants for attendees, as well as address any landscape issues. So if you guys have like a specific issue, they'll talk through it.
Rebounds.
So that's another workshop. I'm interested in bringing in the Florida friendly fertilizer one first, but we can definitely ask them to do rain barrel as well. So as long as we request it, and I know that they'll bring a rain barrel for attendees also. That's a separate workshop, but I'm happy to ask them to come in for
Yeah.
multiple workshops.
Barbara McAdam used to come to our conference.
Mhm.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. And like the cool thing about them is like you can mail them a sample of your soil to see like, hey, what's wrong with like my soil in my backyard, and they'll do tests on it and like
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
let you know.
I talked to my,
Yeah,
Rifus has, they do all of it.
They
But
do
this, is
all of
that
that.
Rifus too?
yeah, this is the right fit. So I have a few dates in mind. Evenings or weekends are better for them. I personally feel like evenings. During the weekdays, I prefer to have a workshop in the town on an evening weekday.
Yeah.
And so I looked through the town calendar. So these dates are not conflicting. As long as we host them either in the chamber, or if there is a meeting, there's a meeting here, chamber's open, or if there's no meetings here. So yeah, I can go through the list. I have 3, 4, 5. I have 6 proposed dates. So
okay.
I have 3 in October and 3 in November. So I don't know if like you guys are fine with us just like sending it over. So I can ask them, because it really depends on if those dates work for them. So I'd love to give them a
Council
range
for the.
for IFIS. Yeah, so I have October 12th, October 18th and 19th as options. The 18th is actually our next meeting date in October, so it could be before in chambers, before a meeting potentially.
Yeah.
That's the date that I prefer.
Have a choice.
Yeah, and then in November, the dates that I picked out were the 2nd, 9th, and 16th. And they're all like either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
They all work for me. I think.
2nd, 9th, and 16th are all Thursdays.
Oh, great, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
But
can
we-
tell you guys from a communication standpoint, we would probably push you guys to do it through November, or at least the later part.
of
Later
October.
days of October, just to give people time to
Right, enough
Yeah.
time.
see it and.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Not that you need to give them too much time, but October really is about a week and a half away.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't believe that.
I know, that is crazy.
I'll say that.
And I think for that, the council chambers is probably more.
Yeah.
appropriate, So you can host.
Yeah, we don't have any events, because we're having October 14th.
So I will run November dates by them.
Yeah, and then I can confirm, I guess I can check with you and then we can. Send the communication out to them, to you
Okay.
guys.
Do you guys want any December options or do you want to leave it?
No, I
I
think
think
we'll
I'm-
leave it.
I'm making it a
Okay.
16.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I
Hopefully,
think that's-
yeah, hopefully,
Doesn't matter.
So you need me to ask them, right?
yeah.
So the
Is there a
ninth is that.
specific person that you're? That you've been connecting? with?
16,
Oh, okay, thank you. Ask.
9 works.
I also, the preferred date from the group in November is the night.
Okay,
From
I will
November.
ask them, and I also, I do have to check against, I know, it may not seem like it doesn't conflict for you guys,
Right,
but given that I am the liaison. for most-
Yeah.
So I'll just check.
got it, got it. And if there is on, honestly,
I mean, I said, keep it there.
No.
I'm good with like, if these dates are not good for the town or not good for them. If you're able to come up with a few in that general time
Okay.
frame, does that work?
Yeah, and around what times are you guys looking to do this, so I can let them know? Like,
I do it like
I know you said in the.
37.
Look great.
Yeah, I agree,
Like start
Yeah.
6:30.
So there's-
6:30 or 7, yeah.
6:30.
Okay, so, yeah, my motion is we move forward with ISIS on one of those dates, and if those dates don't work, then I can help us figure out dates in November. Yes.
Second.
Engage.
And this is specifically the 9 steps, so.
Yeah, the Florida Friendly Fertilizer Program.
So.
Right, that says a bunch of different programs to do.
Yeah.
Strata.
I know they do for termites too, you can send them termites, they'll identify for you, they track it.
We vote, does it pass?
So cool.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
All against?
They do cool things in Mango.
Motion
I'm
passed.
really excited about it. Thank you.
You know,
Mr.
that's
Vice Chair.
like Palmetto Bay, they have that whole entire area where they test for various diseases for plants and everything.
Mhm.
Some plants and everything, yeah, they have this whole, they have like, I think it's probably it's like 10 or 15 acres.
So so are we gonna tell people to bring a sample?
No, that's not good. They can bring out.
I could get messy in the gym. But that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. This morning I was talking to my fruit green technician and he was telling me that my grass is getting brown because it has too much water.
Mhm.
And he was just showing me that it was.
That's.
I don't know if he said-
I can go to ISIS until
Like I said, And then I'll be waiting for true green.
it turns out that they were putting their own fertilizer.
Spraying
Yeah.
water, color water.
Look, you can drown some.
My only question to you guys is, are you guys gonna be planning to move forward with the HOA meetings? Because I had provided some dates, but at this point, it's probably too close to that, so we should probably be looking at
I think we're thinking
other
like
dates.
probably turn this into like an HOA meeting.
We can invite them to this or.
I think we can combine both, right?
Yeah.
And this would be some.
We've done that in the past, we did that with,
Ron?
what's the name? When he came out.
Oh, that was in.
No,
That
really.
was
That was awesome.
Still have a machete. on my
I'm not really
garage.
sure what this is working.
Water.
So
No,
the
that was-
planning integrated, no, November would be an integration with whatever they would choose.
So that would be the HOA.
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah, so maybe like 30 minutes before, the HOA meeting and then those ones.
Yeah.
I like that.
So 6:30 HOA meeting, 7 o'clock
Mhm.
workshop.
Right, okay.
So you would just allow 30 minutes for the HOA meeting?
It's just a question and answer. I think it was a meet and greet.
Yeah, I think it was the meeting being that.
So, okay.
Yeah.
And I think at that one would also be good probably too, when we get that list
Mhm.
of landscapers.
Oh,
we could
yeah,
have them come out to that.
yeah. That's actually, yeah, that's a good point. That'd be cool.
Mhm.
And if we want to get anything, maybe get them to sponsor, put some money in, and then they can advertise.
Mhm.
That's how you get them to come out,
Yeah,
for more business.
that's actually true.
Right.
Like if these are approved or something, these are. Cool.
So we need to amend the motion or?
No,
I think we're good.
I don't think so.
I just added it on the notes, so you'll see that one.
Okay.
Combined.
Moving on to announcements, any more announcements?
I'd like to invite you to, coming, Hispanic Heritage Month. I know we're sold out, but we can, take some walk-ups.
Okay.
It's free and
Let's do it.
it's gonna be very,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah,
well,
It's
I
over
tell them
Spain,
yeah.
October 14.
Because we have a list of reservations, but normally you have them show up. So I am gonna do the rest of the committees, so. We have a hundred, Spanish food, dancers. Sangria, cider.
What time is it? 6:30?
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
6 to 9:30, like, I'm not sick because.
Okay.
We have paella.
Oh.
Anybody wants to know? We always have a lot of.
So we're ready to join the meeting?
Yeah.
Yes. 9:50,
Motion to adjourn.
yes,
Second.
second by Philip.
And if you have any questions, and now make sure to send this to Lyle, to the link, so they can join the rest of the meeting. About the presentation and the contacts and.
Looks really good. Yeah, look nice, Alicia.
All right.
What team?
See you guys next month.
Yeah. Oh, wait, did we vote?
What?
What?
On a journey?
Adjourn?
Yeah. Oh, no, we didn't vote.
All in favor? Aye.
I don't think you need to really